interesting. Gonna be that sort of game, is it? Right. Okay.
So it appears to be, doesn't it? I mean, it's there's been 2 or 3 times, haven't there, where players have gone down and then got themselves up when they realise they're not going to get any sympathy off the referee. A good refereeing in the end. He's aware of it. Probably knows that there's been a little bit of aggro in this game, previously, and he'll be aware of it.
Away by Wolfen. Bragg collects.
ਕਿੱਧਰ ਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਦਾ
Another excuse to boo him, but they do anyway. Bree.
Tom Kingston ਦਾ
ਚਲੋ
ਵੇਖੋ ਫੋੜ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇਣਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿੰਗ ਸੂਟ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ
ਸਿੱਧਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ
Turns, sends it into space over the side where Martin gets him behind us. Connery's on the ball, just the 6-yard box cleared by Jay Silva. And Sakamoto finding Vaneva, he's given that away to Bragg. And the point of the Sky Blues penalty area back to Finn Zaz. Zaz now to Matsky. Set up for Harvey Bell.
ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ
ਵੈਸੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਆਹੀ ਰੋਡ ਤੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਪਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਰੋਡ ਇੱਧਰ ਹੀ ਆ
ਅੱਗੇ ਆ ਜਾਣੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਈ
now in his area of the pitch. Flynn Downs has broken Hampton on Yeka. Looking as though he'd maybe turned him back, but the referee had a look and said no, play on.
Well, that's why Onyeka's in the side. So it's good player Downs, he kept the ball, but then Sakamoto's another hard work and managed to, it was a tag team effort, wasn't it, on Downs, and then came up with the ball.
De Silva to Wright, who stays onside. Actually, Wright going one way and the other past Harvey Bellis, who gets across. It's going to be a Sky Blues corner.
Better first we've seen of Wright has had a few good touches where he's kept their possession, but nothing really going forward at all. Touch and go, whether he's offside, got away with it. I thought it was going to be one of those where he drops his shoulder and trains it in 100 miles an hour. Did the double check for the corner.
Josh Eccles to take this corner from the near side.
अच्छा होते सीगा ये order है जरा गली की जाके देता है
Sakamoto inside the 6-yard box. So Hampton left players up again.
वो जिथे साग पटदा है
headed back
देख मुड़ना ना
Eccles swings it in. Oh, what a save! That's an unbelievable save by Perez from Liam Kitching. For all the world there, Kitching looked as though he put the Sky Blues in front, but what a save away to his left by Perez.
Yeah, one of the saves of the season, that one. Got to see a lot of it. Lovely move. Eccles into Kitching on the run, a little flicked header. Fantastic save with his left hand to just get it behind the post.
That was top draw save from the Israeli. Grimes with the resultant corner, deep to the far post. Kitchen's there again. It's hidden away by Bree this time. Eccles. Referee says play on, even though Josh Eccles has finished up in a heap, and then Grimes has conceded a free kick for a foul on Finn Azaz, and that brings the crowd to the boil again.
Full commentary ahead there. It was a good move, wasn't it? As soon as the ball came to Eccles, just bent it in, saw the run of Kitchen, managed to get his man, and that's a flick header. It's a good height, but there's enough pace on it. It's got through enough bodies to beat the goalkeeper, and it's a terrific save with his outstretched left arm. Terrific save.
First half. Larin challenged by Kitchen. Now Matsky to Yanda. Right of centre, midway inside the Sky Blues half. Down the line for Bree, chips it in field on Yeka with another excellent defensive header.
Call them trainers, don't we? The physios, apologies to physiotherapists out there. Training just sounds like it's like we used to be like in my day, bucket and sponge, come on, run it off, whatever it is.
Bucket of water and the magic sponge, goodness me.
I remember Lloyd McGrath having to play once with a broken leg. John Sinnott said to him, just give us half a game.
1 minute of added time. Here's Efren Mason-Clark near the point of the Southampton penalty area. In comes his cross, and right on the volley, left-footed on the half-turn, but just wide of Peretz's right-hand post this time.
Not his favoured foot, but he hit it well, didn't he? It was low, it was no more than a foot wide. Another cross from Mason-Clark. We're getting a little bit closer.
Yep, it was some effort from Haji Wright, as I say, on the half-turn, but wide of Peretz's near post. People on the move, concourses, and
been dangerous down this left
facilities.
side, haven't we, Rob?
Yeah.
His Clark's got in a few times. Jay De Silva work it really well.
The ball drops into touch for a Southampton throw, which I don't think we're going to have time for. Indeed, we're not. Farai Hallam brings the first half to a close, 0-0, and the Sky Blues got better as that half wore on, Oggy, didn't they?
Well, they did. I mean, you can see Southampton have come to, be difficult to beat.
Yeah.
They're just the team that they play. They're bossing midfield in terms of numbers. And you're right, they had a few early opportunities, nothing, great. Probably the set play was the closest when Larin headed wide. But Coventry have slowly come into the game. They're getting in wide areas, getting some crosses in. Sakamoto went close with one. He had that brilliant header just before half-time that the goalkeeper saved magnificently. And then that left foot volley from Wright. So 0-0. And what can I say? Probably a fair result so far. Coventry getting a little bit closer. They're going to be as tight as that in the second half defensively. Make sure they don't concede. Make sure they get a clean sheet today. You get a goal at any time. The world's worst if it's 0-0. It's still a point. But it looks like one goal's going to settle this game the way I've seen the first half go.
Well, potentially it will, and the Sky Blues growing into this match, I think, in Longwich. 0-0 at the break.
Yeah, nothing to separate the two sides at the minute, but right, a last-minute chance there from Liam Kitchen, but what a save it was from the Southampton goal. Like I said, nothing to separate the two sides. The half-time stats are pretty even as well. 48% possession for the Sky Blues, Southampton having 52. 6 shots for Coventry, 3 for Southampton. Only the 1 on target for the Sky Blues, none for Southampton. Just mentioned that Liam Kitchen header, which was a fantastic save. 14 touches inside the opposition box of the Sky Blues, only the 7 for Southampton. 4 corners for Coventry, 3 for Southampton. The XG has it at 0.6 for the Sky Blues, 0.4 for Southampton, and 15 crosses in the box for Coventry, 9 for Southampton. So the stats pretty even at half-time, and the scoreline remains the same as well. Half-time here at the CBS Arena is Coventry City 0, Southampton 0.
Lorna Bailey at breakfast.
Yeah, I'll be back.
We're the only local radio station for Coventry and Warwickshire, for everything happening right here.
Why is what is happening over there affecting what is happening at Asda at Abbey Park?
That's a great question.
There is an absolute whopper of a pothole, and it's 1.8 metres long.
What? production.
Good morning. We'll do it with Cobb Way. Lorna Bailey at breakfast. Weekdays from 6.
Breakfast with Bailey. BBC CWR.
Sky Blues Live. BBC CWR.
You join me live at the CBS Arena where it's Coventry City 0, Southampton 0, Lorna Bailey. She's somewhere here in the CBS Arena, the crowd, I don't know where she is, but she said she was coming today, so I'm sure she would have had a nice view of that Liam Kitchen header. There's a few games in the Championship as well that have kicked off. This afternoon, after our coverage, we'll bring you squad goals, which will be across all of the football scores across. Today, we've also got a lot taking on Leamington. In the Southern League Premier Central, it's Trafford Town taking on Preston Town. The Northern League Premier Midlands, Bedford United taking on Anstey Nomads. Sutton Coldfield Town taking on Coleshill Town.
चूल्हा बनाने हैं चूल्हे का फायदा है
चूल्हे ते बनाना साग
ये तो साली मेरी है
मैं गैस तो बनना ही नहीं
मैं एक और हिसाब लाया पर शेड भी पाया शेड नहीं अपने को पत्ते पे ने बस 2 लकड़ा ला के ते हॉकी करने हैं मतलब बंगाली ना देखे भैन का लान उत्तों ना मिट्टी मुट्टी गंदी डिग्गी ਉਹ ਚੱਲ ਦੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਾਹਦੀ ਪਰਵਾਹ
ਯਾਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਬਜ਼ੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਬਣਾਣੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਦਿਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੀ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ
ਪਿੱਛੇ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਜੁਗਾ ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਅੱਛੇ ਬਣਾਵੇ
ਗਰਮੀ 'ਚ ਬੈਠੇ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ
ਅੱਛਾ ਸਾਗ ਹੈ ਆ ਗੋਪੀ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਮੁਰਗਾ ਮਰਿਆ ਸੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਮਰਿਆ ਪਿਆ
On the Coventry City page on BBC Sounds, here's just a snippet of Doug reflecting on his tenure at the club since arriving in November 2022.
It's been a huge change. Lots gone on. It feels like we've done a lot in 3 years.
ਗੋਪੀ ਆ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਬਾ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਬਣਨਾ
Finals was a bit unexpected, maybe just nicking ourselves in there at the last gasp and then getting so close. And then obviously, the FA Cup semi was at Wolves one was memorable. The FA Cup semi was wow. You'll never forget that one. And then from nowhere, we worked our way into the playoff again and got done in up at Sunderland at the last knock-ins. So look, some great experiences, and here we are, on the cusp of something, hopefully great, and let's probably be due it, I guess, with where we've been in the last 3 years or so.
And we've spoken about this before, but you really get that history. You really get the fact that there's been a lot of hurt for Coventry fans.
I mean, it's well documented. It's been messy. There's nothing else. I think it's quite difficult football ownership, by the way.
Well, what you tell me about that? What is that like? How does it compare to what you thought?
I think it's a really difficult business because most of the business, especially in the Championship, where you're trying to get to the Premier League, most of the broadcasting revenue is significant. People overdo themselves a bit. They have operating losses. Year in, year out if you don't make it. And there's a lot of stress on whoever's financing. It tends to be the owner financing. It's not creating its own money. So you can transfer players and hopefully buy some and sell some to sort of balance the books. But if you get that wrong as well, you get yourself in some trouble. Now, I've been around a couple of rounds recently at West Brom and at Bristol where the fan base were grumpy. Also, the city's done great things down there and developed some great sort of infrastructure, different teams playing in its complex.
ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਖੁੱਡ ਚ ਵੜੀ ਹੈ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਿਕਲਦੀ ਵੀ ਗਰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਭਾਜੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਠੰਡੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਕੇ ਜਲਦੀ ਕਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਵੇ ਭਾਜੀ ਉਹ ਮਿਠਾਸ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਹੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਦੇ ਰਸ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਹੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ
We had our episode when obviously Mark left us
and everybody had their opinion. I think everybody has to have an opinion, and that's absolutely fine. And obviously,
ਜੋ ਖੇਤਾਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਗੇੜਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੱਢਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ
financially,
ਸੇਮ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵਾਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਭਾਜੀ ਇਹ ਕਿਆ ਸਗੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਬਣਨਾ ਹੈ ਆਹੋ ਫਰੈਸ਼ ਹੈ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਖਾਦ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਛ
these things are big things. So,
ਮਾਰਦਾ ਇਹਦਾ
yeah, look, I think everybody should just judge it how they see it. Are people doing the best they can do?
Hello, from where are you watching us?
To sort of move forward and take their team somewhere. Have they got the ability to invest to hopefully then reap? You know, those sort of things you want to try and get into your community and your team, especially in a big team such as in a big city such as Coventry. You know, I think it's the 9th biggest English city.
ਆਹੋ ਪੀਲੇ ਬੋਲ ਲੱਗੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਸਰੋਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਫਿਰ ਸਾਰਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਰੋਂ ਬਣ ਜਾਣੀ ਸਰੋਂ ਦਾ ਨਿੱਕਾ ਨਿੱਕਾ ਬੀਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਪੂਜਾ